that haven't been able to jump on one of these before. So that's really exciting. My name is Belinda. I've been doing this for about 18 months now. I've been using the oils for about 2 years, and Scully and I are kind of working as a bit of a team. So we'll be doing a bit of a jump on, jump off kind of kind of thing tonight. We're part of what's called the Dreamcatchers community. It's led by Kylie Witherden, who is, if you see here, my cursor, this is Kylie having a good cack there. But it's sort of all the girls you can see there, plus a few more that's now popped on, like myself and Pascal. We're all part of this really big team. They've got 1,400 members. We've only been going for like a year and a half. We've got over 20 educating leaders doing what I'm doing what Pascal's doing now. And our priorities is basically looking after you. We both experienced such a huge impact with these oils. And we're both enjoying the journey so much of learning about what the oils can do, about sharing it with so many people and actually having an impact on their lives, that it's kind of intoxicating in a way that being part of this community, there's at least 20 of us who are doing these meetings regularly, and we actually talk all the time. We've got lots of chats and things, and they usually go off every day. So we're communicating regularly, and it's actually a really beautiful group to be involved in, and it's actually amazing how close we're all becoming as friends, which is something I always dreamed of, and it's actually starting to happen. So we're a pretty cool group of gals, aren't we? Yeah, we're a pretty cool group of gals. So we need a couple of guys though. Marshall?
Yeah, I got him.
A couple of guys.
Token male.
We need to balance the levels, you know what I mean? There's a few of us that are teachers, and we all know what it's like when you've got a teacher staff room full of chicks. We need a couple of guys in there. So come on, yeah. we need you.
See what I can do.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Within our team, we have so many different resources and systems and things that we've put in place. So we've got a whole series of emails to support you. We've got a Google Drive full of ebooks, and I'm not joking. You've got an ebook on so many different things. So there's so much support. There's a really active Facebook group. There's a free app that you also get with a membership, and there's that one-to-one access with whoever you get your account with. And the thing is that because we're also quite close, and we're quite okay about asking questions within a group message. So if you ask us a question and we don't know the answer, we know who to go to, who will have the answer. And then we all work together to find those answers out. So yeah, so that's always the thing. We don't profess to know everything. And when you start this journey, you can't always sit there and say, well, yeah, I know this and this and this. I need to know everything before I start. That's never going to happen. You'll never start. You just start with what you know, and then you sit there and go, well, I'm not quite sure. I'll get back to you. And you come and ask someone else about it, and then we can all support each other and help each other. So the 3 goals tonight is we want to share with you the 3 cool things about essential oils. We want to show 3 ways to use them. We want to show you a little bit about some of the oils in the top 10, and we want to show you if you're interested in getting some of them. So the 3 cool things about essential oils. The first one is that they are safe. They are naturally derived from plants. They're basically steam distilled or pressed out of the plants, and that is it. That is all that is in these bottles. Unfortunately, the essential oil industry isn't regulated. So in Australia, we know that you can put at least 3% maximum. You can put 3% oil, pure oil in the bottle and fill it with, I don't know what else, and you can call it pure essential oil, which is like pretty, because you actually don't know what you're putting in your body and putting around your house and smelling and things. Whereas with doTERRA, see if I can find you one that's got a bright, oh, that's a good bright one. Look at that. Can you see the little stamp, the little numbers and things stamped? I know you probably can't read them, but you can see that there's little stamped numbers and things there. That has I'm just admitting someone else. That is the batch code to this batch of oils. And you can go to a website called Source2U, and you can actually research the tests that were done on this batch of oils to prove its purity and its potency. you can actually research where the oils that made up this blend, where they came from. And then you can see the in-house tests and the out-house tests. So doTERRA do their own tests on them, but they also send samples of this to outside agencies not affiliated with doTERRA to test them to see if they are exactly what they say. So that's sort of one of the really amazing things that I actually can say. I can hold my hand on my heart and say, these are the purest, most potent, strongest oils you can get. And they are the strongest, but they are the purest in the world. Someone's got a question. What's that? Oh, I'm finally here. Yay, Tony! Hooray! Lovely. The other thing I really like about this is there's no side effects. There's no addictions apart from the fact that you really like smelling them, and you really like smelling happy, and you really like feeling good. You really want to go, well, she's got Letsea. I want to know what that one is, and I want to know. So that's as far as the addiction goes. But if your body doesn't have withdrawals, if you stop using something that you've used for a couple of days, there's no side effects, there's no interactions with existing medication. That being said, though, I am not a doctor. If you are on existing medications, and if you do have other health conditions or complaints and things, I always recommend that you go and see a doctor before you start using some of these, like internally, or if you start using them when you're cooking and things like that. You'll always be fine to use them in the air, but if you're concerned, you should always go and see a doctor and just say, well, I'm going to try this one and this one, have a look at this. Do you think there's any interactions? Do you think there's anything wrong? It's just to be on the safe side. You know, they are so strong, but I'm on some fairly good medication at the moment as well, and I can vouch for it that there is no interactions or any side effects or anything like that. And something always to remember is these essential oils are actually 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So to put that into context for you, 1 drop of our peppermint essential oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So like 1 drop, that's all you need in your kettle, and then you could drink that, and that's equivalent to having your 28 cups of tea. So these babies are strong. Okay. The second cool thing about essential oils when it wants to play with me, here we go, is they are actually at times more effective than your medicines, modern approaches to some of the medicines. Simply because if you have a look at the diagram below, now is there anyone else? So you are an RN, Marshall. I want you to...
Yes, that is correct.
I'm going to give you the basic biology lesson. I don't want to tell you how to suck eggs. And by far, you are way more learned on this than I am. So just forgive me for a second. And if there's anyone...
You're absolutely fine.
If there's anyone else, it's like medically trained. You're just going to have to just... for a sec. Here's our cells. Marshall's going, oh my God. When you have the bacteria and the viruses and things, a bacterial infection will normally sit on the outside. And then just nod and shake when I'm right or wrong, okay? That would be good. Your viruses sometimes will go through your cell membrane and actually go into the inside. When you go to your doctor, who's nodding? Yes. When you go to your doctor and you say, I've got a cold, I've got sinus infection, or I've got something like that, and your doctor says, antibiotics won't treat it, go home, flush it out, have some rest. It's because the bacteria and the antibiotics are water-based. They can wipe off all that bacteria on the outside and then give you all the other after effects of lovely antibiotics that they do. They will kill that bacteria, but they can't actually get inside that cell to attack the viruses and the things contained within your cell. How am I going so far?
You're doing perfect.
Yes. Okay. However, our oils are oils, so they can pass through our oily membrane of every one of our cells. So they can actually attack and actually treat some of the things on the outside, as well as go into the inside of your cells and actually be more effective on those viruses and things inside your cells. So when we say they can be more effective than medicines, that's how. Yeah? Oh, I've actually never done that in front of a nurse before. Cool.
Like maybe a school teacher.
Oh, I
My
did
teachers
it
would be
biology too.
proud.
Okay. Okay. Something really cool about them as well is your body doesn't build up a resistance to them. So you can use them every day for 6 months and your body will still recognize them because they're plants, and your body will recognize them. They're bioavailable. Your body will go, oh, there's something natural. I can use that. They'll use it up, process it, and you'll have to maybe sometimes use more. So in the next slide, this slide, I wanted to come back to this. I used to get lots of earaches, and I can actually, you can go through the apps and things that will show you, and you can actually make up blends and things to actually help you try and battle some of these things. Of course, the oils will never cure things. They won't, they can reduce and support some of your health ailments, but if they persist, you always need to go and see a doctor. It will always need to probably have antibiotics from time to time. And if someone ever said to you, oh, you're on doTERRA oils, you'll never need a doctor ever again, they're not being compliant, okay? And that's a little scary. So keep that in mind, that I always think of these as the first stop. I don't use anywhere near as much Panadol and Nurofen like I used to, but these are the first things I can try, which is a really good relief, because especially with my kids, we don't rely anywhere near on Panadol and Nurofen anywhere as much as we used to. So with this earache roller, it costs me $5.40, and that's to include the oil that I put in it, that's the drops, that's the bottle, that's everything in it. I've used it 50 times and it's still half full. And I've, put it on the front and rolled it on the back. And when I've got an earache, I could use it 3, 4, 5 times a day.
Can I ask a question about that, Belinda?
Yeah.
I've got a friend who's one of my customers. She's had an ear infection and her ear is still blocked after nearly 2 weeks. Will that help with the ears being blocked?
Yep. This is why I started in doTERRA. I had middle ear infection. I was like a 5-year-old. I had middle ear infection. I had a sinus infection. I had a runny nose. It was dreadful. I was on 2 courses of antibiotics. Nothing was working. My Facebook flooded with this doTERRA business stuff from all these girls that I did party plan with before. Researched a bit, made up this kind of roller, and actually rolled it on 3 or 4 or 5 times in the day, and they actually stopped hurting the day after. Now, that's to say that that works for me. However, we're all chemically different. The oils will chemically react with us differently to each of us individually. So this blend that you see here, this might work for her. This works for me. It might not. But the really cool thing, and they should have really put this in, is that so many of the oils have properties that overlap. So if this blend doesn't work, we try something else. And if that
What's
blend...
that one called?
Oh, it's on the app, and it is an earache one. So then I'll show you the app in a little bit, because that comes with a free membership.
Well, I'll be sending her your way.
Okay?
I'll be sending her your way. I'll let her know.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this is the reason why I started it, because whatever the antibiotics and all that stuff wasn't working. So I'm like, well, hello, doTERRA's just fallen in my lap. I better find out what's going on. And yeah, I did, and haven't looked back since. And now look at me. Can't shut me up because it's good. So yeah, the oils are affordable when you look at the longevity of the product. So a bottle, a 15 ml bottle has about 250 drops in it. So they are cents per drop. So if you think about all the money I spent in prescriptions, you have to be realistic. You will still need prescriptions. These will not eliminate that kind of need. So I just want you to make sure you understand that.
Yeah. And how much is that one, sorry?
What?
The earache one, how much is that to buy the oil?
Oh, it's made up of, wrong way. It's made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different oils. So they all cost different amounts.
Okay.
Depending on where they're sourced from and things like that, we'll get to that in a bit. But I think, that for me to make that up, that cost me $5.40, honestly. So that included the cost of the bottle and the drops. That was $5.40. Like the frankincense oil is a bit more expensive than the lavender and tea tree, things like that. So, but when you buy that frankincense oil, you can use it for earaches. And we're going to talk about frankincense a bit later. You can use it for earaches, for headaches, for skin damage, for scarring, for moods, for all these different things all these oils overlap. So that the trick is that if you find something that doesn't quite work as well as you want, we try something else. And that's the beauty about having someone like Pascal and myself to come back to, because you can say, well, I tried this and it didn't quite work out. So then we can put our brains together and go, well, all right, you've got this oil and this oil and this oil. Let's try a combination like this and this and this. And we try something else. So it's like trial and error, because all our chemistry is different and we all react differently to these little compounds in here. Does that make sense? Yeah?
Totally. Yep.
So yeah, so being affordable, if you think about the cost of your petrol and the doctor appointment and the prescription, you use it once, it's done. Then you've got to probably get the probiotics and the other things to fix up your gut health after, some antibiotics. And, you know, if you were that sick, you probably needed those things. But if you're in between with those viruses and things that, you know, you have to sit home and flush out, using some of these, you can actually use them. If you use 1 or 2 drops, you can help yourself for 125 days instead of your week of antibiotics. So if you think of it a bit like that, it kind of spreads that cost out, and you can think, yeah, okay, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, before a quick, I'll hand over to Scaly in a sec. I just wanted to touch on quickly about the reason why some of the oils are different costing and hasn't been popped in here, is because of where they're sourced. So doTERRA oils are sourced from places where the plants are found natively. Like tea tree is actually sourced for around the world in Port Macquarie. It's down the road from here, and it's up the road from Scout, so it's pretty exciting. Whereas frankincense is actually sourced from Somalia and Ethiopia in Africa, and those certain communities are allowed to harvest certain trees at certain times. So the process there is actually really challenging, and doTERRA have found that those places produce the best quality frankincense. So doTERRA have gone in and said, right, we want to pay you on time, we want to pay you a good price, we want you to keep supplying us with frankincense. How can we support your community? And it's called co-impact sourcing, and no other company does it. It's absolutely astounding, some of the stories that you can find on YouTube about, if all you have to type in is doTERRA co-impact sourcing, and you'll have lists of stories, and doTERRA know how to do a good tearjerker video, I'll tell you now. But the story around frankincense is quite beautiful. They go into usually these third world countries, and offer medical help, schooling, water, all of those kind of things to support that community, so that that community can then keep supplying that really high quality plant product. So the co-impact sourcing is one of those amazing, beautiful things that doTERRA do. That's not quite as, it's very unique to our company. So it is one of those really good feel moments. And if you feel like a bit of a, oh, this is amazing, go and get onto YouTube and go and type in co-impact sourcing doTERRA, and you've got Nepal for wintergreen, you've got frankincense in Somalia. Marshall's grabbing his phone now, he's doing it now, good job. Yeah, there's a couple of really amazing stories. So when you do get these bottles, they are different prices because of sometimes how easier or how difficult it is to source the product, and how well they supply the plants to the actual companies. So without any further ado, Pascal, it's your turn.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. So we don't, like Belle said, we don't grow whatever we need in one big greenhouse. We grow it where it is native, and that provides us with the most potent, purest essential oils. Hello, everyone. So I'm Pascal, for everyone that doesn't know me, and I'm relatively new to essential oils. I've been in the game for about 3 or 4 months, maybe 3 months. And I really, really, really recommend jumping on board. Marshall's already with us. The community is absolutely beautiful. I have a lot of respect for these ladies who are above us, because they know so much and they're more than happy to share their knowledge. And now Marshall's bringing in the men as well. So yeah, it's going to be a new chapter for us all. So I'm going to talk to you about the 3 ways to use essential oils. But before I do, the reason I got into doTERRA was because, well, I grew up with Mum using essential oils over like a candle, over a tea light. And, you know, that's just, we know now that that's not what you should be doing because it changes the chemical composition of the oils. However, that's what I was brought up with, and it just made the house smell beautiful. And then in my adult life, I was given a beautiful diffuser and some oils, but the oils didn't really have the effects that I was hoping for. They weren't very strong. And so, and I knew Katrina we used to work together. So, and she was doing all this doTERRA's stuff, and I sort of kept my eye out on the website, and here I am. So hook, line and sinker, I'm in love. All right, so now that we know the 3 cool things about essential oils, we're going to talk about the 3 ways to use the essential oils. Now, the first way is aromatically. So if you pinch the bridge of your nose here, that's called the olfactory bulb. Correct me if I'm wrong, Marshall, as well.
No, you're right.
Oh, we need you, dude. This is awesome.
And this is where this is sort of the translation area. So it translates the scent. It communicates basically to the limbic center, the emotional center of your brain, and from there to the rest of the body. So from here up and in. So if anyone's ever had surgery, and you know how they pop the mask over your face, over your nose and your mouth. Okay, so that they do that, then they say count backwards from 10, and you never really get to 10. Because the synthetic compounds are traveling up through the pathway and sending the specific message to the body, lights out. So that's just demonstrating the pathway that these essential oils are taking. All right. So aromatically, we might use our diffusers. We might put the oil in our palm of our hand and rub them together and inhale, like I've been doing with Litsea and peppermint tonight. What else can we do?
You can put them on diffuser necklaces.
Oh yes, diffuser necklaces.
Lava bracelets and things. Yeah.
Also in the car, there's oh look, even you can make one if you don't have an actual diffuser thing. Like it's just kind of a piece of felt stuck in a little silver clip. You can just put some essential oil on a
cotton pad.
A cotton bud, yeah, and stick it in the air vent. And that's really good depending on the oil that you're using. It just calms travel sickness and that sort of thing. So, or just freshens the car up. So that's aromatically. And the beauty about that is as well, if you've got kids or someone that's not quite into oils and think it's a bit of mumbo jumbo, or they're just too heightened to agree to put the essential oils on their feet. So you have like teenagers who just think, no, you just diffuse your essential oils throughout the house and everybody gets to benefit from that. So that's one fantastic bonus about aromatic. What else do I want to tell you? Okay, so
I moved on to topical, sorry.
That's okay, topically, yes. But I want to talk to you as well about fractionated coconut oil while we're here. So topically means that you can apply it to your skin. Now, you can do it just by popping some of the essential oils just on your hand, on the palm of your hand, but some of the oils are actually a little bit hot, and depending on, you know, your body size, and for example, children, you'd always apply fractionated coconut, a little bit of fractionated coconut oil to the palm of your hand, and then pop a few drops of the oil in, rub them together and apply. So for example, we might use the ice blue oil, which I don't know where I put. You might use ice blue because you have a very sore knee from doing exercise. Okay, so you rub that on all around your knee, got a stiff neck. So this is topical application. I just want to tell you about fractionated coconut. Basically, they heat coconut oil. The process is heat up the coconut oil, then they let it cool. Then there's 2 layers. You've got the hardened coconut at the bottom, and then all of the nice liquidy oil at the top. They take that away, and that's what the fractionated coconut oil is. And the reason we use fractionated coconut oil is because it never goes hard. So it's not going to interfere with our oils when we add the oil. We always want to, you know, use it for massage or something like that and be able to rub it, because I mean, if you live in Glen Innes, it's going to freeze, probably.
100%.
Yeah. Also, what else did I want to say? Bear with me, sorry. It's only like the third workshop I've ever done.
You're doing great.
Okay, so tea tree. Tea tree is another example of something that you might apply topically.
Is she gone?
Yeah.
Fantastic for. Pardon me?
We lost you for a bit there.
Oh,
You're back. You're like,
did you lose me?
yeah.
Oh no, that would have been a horrible look.
No, it wasn't.
I hope it paused on a nice frame.
It was. Fun. Keep going. Do good.
Digestin is a really good one to rub on your belly clockwise if you have a sore stomach, if you've eaten too much Indian food like I have tonight, if you have heartburn, if you have all that sort of nasty stuff. I want to talk to you quickly about the next one, which is internally, because we've just gone from Digestin. You can also put that in a capsule, in a veggie capsule. You can buy them from doTERRA in the USA, so you just have to ship that because we don't offer it in Australia at this point. Or you can just probably get them at your local chemist as well.
Compounding chemists do them.
Are they?
Yeah, okay. So there's not all chemists are compounding chemists. So chemists that actually create their own, help me out here, Marshall.
Their own pharmaceuticals?
Yeah, yes. They're compounding chemists. I didn't know that until I got into all of this, and now I'm like,
some of them just get them shipped in.
Yeah.
Already pre-made.
Yeah.
Well, my discount chemist here would do it because I know they've got the compounding doobie whacker thing there.
Yep.
Good to know. Doobie whacker. I haven't bought any yet. The only the veggie caps I've got are the beadlets, which we could talk about because that's internal. But anyway,
I ordered some of them. I didn't know what they were, but I ordered
beadlets.
Them.
Yeah, they're like a quarter of a drop. We're not totally off topic, but peppermint beadlets are little beadlets, little clear veggie caps, really tiny, and it's just a natural and sugar-free way of having a fresh, like a breath mint. Find her up in the kitchen, and or you, like, for example, if they're in your bag and you suddenly get a headache or migraine or something, you can just pierce them, and then the oil, it's like a quarter of a drop, I think, and you can just like apply it to your temples. So it's a really good one for traveling.
Really good for a sick tummy too.
Pardon?
Really good for a sick tummy if you've got a sick tummy. Because I'm celiac, so if I snuck something naughty, churned up stomach, I just pop 2 or 3 of the beadlets, and within 10-15 minutes I'm like, okay, right now, off we go.
Well, half my family's celiac, so that's a good thing to know.
Get some Digestin, man. That's awesome. Yeah, and the peppermint beadlets. Internally, these are the only oils that you can actually take internally because they are the purest.
Yeah, don't think that you can just go and get like oils from Kmart and start drinking it because well, it's going to be a party, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, you'll end up.
We can only guarantee our oils. All of the bottles will say on them if they cannot be taken. So, for example, tea tree is not to be ingested, and it says on there for aromatic and topical use. So you can breathe it in, you can apply it to your skin. Dilute with doTERRA fractionated oil, coconut oil. Yes, do not to be taken. All right, so they will clearly state if you are not to be ingesting any of the oils. But doTERRA don't just say it's safe for the majority of the oils. They actually recommend taking the oils internally for all of the health benefits. Does that make sense? So like they don't just suggest it, they recommend it. All of my notes have just gone all over the place, Belle. I'm not even sure what I've said anymore.
You're good. You're doing good, girl.
Good. So yes.
Go on to this one? No?
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Just quickly back on that last one. So if you don't have veggie caps, you can always pop a drop of the essential oil under your tongue or in your water. So for example, Belinda, you've told us about your grapefruit oil, and ever since that, now I've started as well. In the morning, I boil the kettle, let the water cool down, and then I put lemon and grapefruit in mine. What do you do?
I have a shot of orange juice, and I put 1 drop of grapefruit in my orange, that little mouthful, swirl it around, and just knock it down just before breakfast and things, and that starts my metabolism going. And I also put tangerine in my water every day, like big glass bottle of water, because I hate drinking water, and having tangerine in it makes it taste so much better, and then I can actually get through a good liter and a half most days. And it just is a lot easier to, it makes me actually want to drink. It quenches your thirst so beautifully as well. Easy, really
If
nice.
you are going to add your oils to a beverage, like to a drink, always make sure you use a glass bottle or cup, or a sort of one of those steel flasks as well. You don't want to put it in plastic because it can eat away at the plastic over time.
Yep. So
just keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to talk lemon. Lemon is one of those fantastic all-round oils. Aromatic, so it just smells amazing. It's very uplifting. The citrus just knocks out any of the potent smells of the bathroom, that sort of thing. It's also, you can apply it topically, and have it internally, like we just said, in our water. You could use it for cooking, for curries, for all sorts of amazing things. It's brilliant for cleaning products, so you can use it with your bicarb and your vinegar. A lot of people blend their lemon with On Guard, that sort of thing, for cleaning. They'll jump in at any point if you've got something to add.
No, you're doing great. That's,
effective in reducing the microbial concentration of indoor air. So basically it's just an all-round brilliant oil, and we are very lucky to have it in our top 10 kit.
I just remembered there was one thing. I painted my daughter's bedroom, which is where I was pointing there, my 11-year-old going on 16, painted her bedroom with a low VOC paint. And in the low VOC, it's meant to be no smell or very, very low smell. Well, it still stunk. It was like so strong. I diffused, got the little Bevy diffuser, which is the one you're getting, Marshall, and put 2 drops, I think, of the lemon essential oil, and just diffused that while I was painting. And when I was finished, there was absolutely no smell, like nothing. And I sort of sat there and just afterwards, and she was able to sleep in the room. And trust me, if there was a little tiny bit of a smell, we would have all known about it. Like, oh my God, I can't sleep in bed. She can probably hear me. But so, that was the best sort of indicator that, the lemon oil really eliminated all those odors. I've put it on a couple of pads before, like the little cotton pad things, and popped it in stinky Mr. 14-year-old shoes, and eliminated that. It was like winning, thank God. So it's one of those all-rounder oils that is like really, really essential, and actually helps everything.
I was just reading there about the dispersion of essential oils, the reduction of both bacterial and fungal contamination. I think Katrina was saying that she uses it for her glass cleaning, because if you use a bleach or that sort of thing, even on the tiles, it doesn't actually get rid of all of the bacteria and all that crap between the tiles. It just bleaches it. It just makes it white so you can't see it. So it is the lemon, isn't it, Belinda?
Lemon and clove.
Yeah, lemon and clove.
Yep. The clove actually eliminates the mold and that bacteria. It kills it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Also good for chewing gum, getting chewing gum out of things. Yes, next please.
Oh, and rubbing texture off walls. You can tell we've got kids, literally. And that sticky stuff off the bottles, the lemon oil will actually get rid of that sticky stuff. Sorry, next.
Love. All right, I keep coming back to Digestin. Unique blend, cannot be found anywhere else. It's got a really beautiful sort of that aniseedy, clovey smell that, I quite like. So anise, peppermint, ginger, caraway, coriander, tarragon, fennel. Fennel is so nice. It's that really licoricey kind of smell. So it's a digestive support, like we said before. Any upset tummies, motion sickness. So this is one that you would pop on your like your cotton bud and stick in the car, air vents. I can see people taking notes. We'll we'll give you the slides. Don't worry, Marshall. What a good student. Isn't he brilliant?
I love it.
We'll give you the notes. Don't worry. But feel free to take notes. It's cool. Diarrhea, constipation, and sinus pain. So it's just one of those ones that you want to have in your first aid kit. And it's actually the product of the month as well this month. So if you did purchase 125 PV or more of product before the 15th of this month, you will actually have been gifted a 5 ml bottle of the Digesten from doTERRA. So that's a really handy little size. But honestly, once you get in the game of doTERRA and you get yourself some fractionated coconut oil as well, you can create your own rollers. You don't always need to buy the ones that they have. You can just be creative and make your own as well. Yep. So you sort of, I don't know if I should say this, Belinda, but I'm going to use my money to buy the big oils, and then I'm going to make my own rollers, because that means that I have more scope for trying the oils. So
because you can buy a lot of these blends in a 10 ml roller bottle from doTERRA. But and I shouldn't say this either, but so when I finish one of those, I literally pop the top off and put a few of the drops of the oil in and fill it back up, and off I go again. So, we're not in this to make sales and say, see you later. We're in this to actually help and support, and, our health is improved. We want to let everyone else know that there is shortcuts, and if there is, take them. And if you find one, tell us so we can
I'm
tell
also here to make money, but
well, a little. That's
it's true. Like,
bonus bit.
Don't throw them out. Use them again if you can. And I think I noticed, it was one of them, but they were almost about the same amount for the roller as the 15 ml, and it's convenient, but you can just get your own rollers and go.
Yeah.
Anyway, Belinda's never going to do a workshop with me again.
Rubbish. Not true. Doing great. I love it.
Our ice blue only comes in a 5 ml bottle, in all kits, just at all. They call it deep blue in the States. That's just naming rights. It's perfect it's called the athletic blend. It's brilliant for muscle support, arthritic pain. Apply it to your knees and your feet before and after exercise. So if you're thinking like, the 6 a.m. get out of bed and go for a run thing, pop it on your knees, pop it everywhere. Massage a few drops with the carrier oil. So again, a bit of the the fractionated coconut oil, pop it in the palm of your hand and add a drop or two of the ice blue to your hand, rub it in, and then all over your knees or wherever you need it. Rub it on the lower back after a heavy day of lifting, or massage on sore areas after a workout or before a workout. There is also a ice blue rub that we have. There's a lot of products that doTERRA have. For example, this ice blue rub, it's fantastic athletic one that you can just pop in your gym bag. Belle's going to go find hers, is she?
Yep.
Okay. And I used that for the first time last night because my partner Dan, he's got a very sore back at the moment, and it smells amazing. It's very good. It's very potent. What's in it?
Yeah.
Not tea tree. I know that because he didn't want tea tree. Have you got it, Belle?
No, I couldn't find it. Well,
okay.
It's out.
Belinda's going to talk to you, and I'm going to go and get mine.
Okay, good. It is also really, really amazing for your tension headaches. When you get those headaches that source from down here and they kind of radiate all the way up the back of your head, you dilute and then you actually rub it on here, and it smells like, so it's got the wintergreen in it and it's the menthol part. So it smells like deep heat. And it goes really, really hot and then really, really cold like deep heat does, and that's the wintergreen in it. but it actually penetrates deeper than your deep heat and your tiger balm and all those kind of things because it's pure and it's natural. And the lotion that Scully's got there is actually non-greasy. So you know when you use Voltaren, I don't know about the rules, and you put it on and you like might rub it all over your back and it's all greasy and you can't put a shirt back on because everything sticks to it. It's gross. This is an actual lotion that your body, it's like a moisturizer. So your body just absorbs it and then you can put your shirt back on and it's just
Well, Dan, I put it on his back before while he was in bed. I rubbed it in and he didn't wear a shirt to bed or anything. Like it was absorbed. It's fine.
Yeah,
and he actually said he started sweating last night because it was still quite warm later on and like a few hours later. So it's effective.
That's one of those things when people have those really sore backs, you know, for back injuries and things, that you use it in the morning and you feel great, and then, you know, by mid-afternoon you might need to reapply, sort of thing, or, you know, even by lunchtime, depending on how bad an injury and things is, but you do have to reapply it because your body uses it up. It's a plant-based product, so there's no synthetics in that lotion whatsoever. It is all plant-based, it's all natural, and your body just goes, oh, that's good, off you go. It's awesome.
So it's got wintergreen, camphor, sweet almond, peppermint, eucalyptus, ylang ylang, blue tansy, osmanthus, matricaria, don't know what that is, and helichrysum.
Yeah,
they're the oils that have stuck out for me. There's a whole bunch of other goodies in there, but
Cool.
it smells incredible. I love it. So good. But as far as were you actually talking about that when you asked me what's in it, or did you actually mean the oil?
No, I meant what was in it. Yeah.
Oh, good. Excellent. So that is a very handy one to have. Easy Air will blow your socks off. Helps lungs and sinuses. It's another one of our blends. It's a clear blend. Promotes clear breathing day and night. Diffuse it at night with lavender and frankincense. If you love a do-it-yourself, if you love do-it-yourself sort of projects, you can always make chest rubs out of it. I apply it to with fractionated coconut oil to the soles of my baby's feet. With what else is it? There's a couple of other oils in there with it in a roller. So we pop that on the soles of her feet at bedtime when she's struggling to breathe clearly, and the spine, on the back of her spine. Also, it comes in a beautiful, if you know Vicks, if you use Vicks, you're going to love this. This is the natural alternative to Vicks. And it's called Easy Air Vapor Stick. And it smells incredible. It's not, Belinda just mentioned how the ice blue, the rub, it doesn't leave that gooey residue. This is the same. It soothes and cools, and it doesn't leave that sticky residue. I put it on Satori, my daughter's back, of a night time as well when she's struggling. And yeah, it's a lovely natural alternative. Doesn't have petroleum and all that synthetic rubbish in there. So
yeah, Vicks has got nasty Vicks. But if you don't know, you don't know. And then now we do know. It's like, oh, we've all been putting that on every feet.
Everything.
Exactly.
It's got petrol in it. What the hell?
And sniffing, you know those ones that you're like,
Yeah.
you know,
Does it make us as bad as them?
oh dear. Oh no, but anyway, so that's one of our other products that you can also use if you don't want to do it yourself and you can't be bothered, and it's just nice and quick and easy. Wild Orange. Now this isn't actually in our top 10, is it, Belinda?
No,
but it's fabulous, and it's only $14 when you buy it wholesale. And the beauty of this is that you can have it aromatically, and it's very uplifting and invigorating and energizing. Or you can use it topically on your body, on the back of your neck, on the soles of your feet. It says here, great for irritable kids and adults. So it's part of our, it's the one that's part of our Tantrum Tamer. Yep, this one with Balance. If you mix Balance, one of our other oil blends, with orange, wild orange. It's a great one for taming the tantrums.
Even the adult tantrums.
Yeah. And you can also have it internally. So it's a really, really lovely way to spruce up your afternoon if you're just on a low and you just need a bit of a pick-me-up. It's a great one to apply to your water at any time of the day, really. You can also put it on icing, like when you ice cakes, you can put it in there. You can do so many things with our oils. It's fantastic. Side note, I'm actually considering, tell me if this is weird, but I'm thinking of melting some chocolate and adding fennel to it.
Ooh.
To make that licorice.
Ooh,
Yeah. Does that
Yeah.
sound weird or good?
that
Nah.
sounds pretty good.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell me how it goes.
I will.
I'm driving
will.
down to taste it.
Yeah. There might not be any left. So I did a workshop over the weekend, and Marshall couldn't even be bothered driving the hour to try the chocolates. So I had peppermint in dark chocolate, and that's the topic off topic here, but I had the peppermint infused in dark chocolate, and I had wild orange in milk chocolate, and it was so lovely. So you just get a packet of like little chocolate buttons, Cadbury chocolate buttons or whatever, and you just melt it for 30-second burst in the microwave. And then you mix it up until it's all melted, let it cool slightly, and then you add like 2 or 3 drops of the wild orange, mix it all in together, and then you set it into the chocolate molds or ice cube trays or whatnot. And so that's another way of taking it internally. Emotionally, the oil of abundance and promotes feelings of creativity, spontaneity, joy, and abundance. Similar physical properties to lemon, it's cleansing, supportive to tummies, and no doubt starts the, oh, sorry, Sonia, we're talking too much. Sorry. When are we expecting to finish? I'll speed it up. Sorry. Next, go to the next one.
Okay, frankincense.
This is you.
No, don't rush it. Just for me, it's just I sit in front of a screen all day and
Yeah.
I'm beat.
Yeah.
So
I talk too much.
Don't rush it just for me. I just thought I'd ask.
This is the last one we want to share about.
Is it?
Okay.
Is it 4 slides left or something?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is the last oil, and frankincense is like one of the be all and end alls. It's like the king of oils. It's soothing for anxiety. It's amazing for your feelings. It's really good for skin and anti-blemishes and scarring and things. Good for toning out the dark spots. Amazing for bacteria, so boosting your immunity. So I actually have it and I roll it in for headaches, for low moods, and also give myself a boost of immunity. People actually swear by, if they have migraines, they put a drop of Frank on the thumb and hold it to the roof of their mouth. And that actually helps stave off the beginnings of a migraine. If you've got a full-blown migraine, you can always try it. You know, it doesn't taste great, but it might be something that can help stave off a little bit of a migraine. So frankincense is one of those oils that is really calming to me. I often have 1 or 2 drops rub and do this. And if the kids walk in the morning and I'm having like 5 minutes just to do this, and they back out really quietly because they know mum just needs 5 minutes to breathe in her frankincense. Yeah, so they know now, don't come near me, I've got frankincense on. Okay, just there we go. All right, couple more things we just wanted to share with you quickly is if you're feeling like you need a little bit of a pickup and you want some really amazing multivitamins and cellular development and omegas, these products, and you buy them in a box of the 3 of them, they are our #1 selling product. doTERRA believe in these 3 sets of vitamins so much that you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you invested in some of these and you took them in a full dose, so 2 of each in the morning and then 2 at nighttime, and after 30 days you didn't feel any better, like your sleep wasn't better, your mood wasn't better, you weren't feeling better, you could actually send it back to doTERRA and just say, no, thank you. I don't want this, then they'll give you the money back, no questions asked. So if doTERRA, believe in it that much, it's worth giving it a try. I believe I'm actually on these a full dose. Most people don't need a full dose, but I'm on a full dose. I've got Ross River fever, which is not, can't catch it or anything unless you're a vampire or a mosquito. We're good. I would take half a dose of these, and so just 2 of each in the morning. Once I got Ross River, I was tired, the muscle joints, the fatigue, everything kicked in really badly. So I bumped it up for a full dose. So 2 of each in the morning, 2 of each at night. And I did that for about a month and a half, and the Ross River went. It's like fatigue was gone, the muscle pain, everything just went. And I did a little test. I went off them just to see how much of an effect they actually were having on me. And about a week later, I was back in pain, not as badly, but I was back in pain and fatigued and things like that. So I went back onto a full dose, and I was feeling so good. Silly me, went back to a half dose thinking, oh, I'm fine now. And it's come back. So I've now been taking a full dose again for the last week or so, and I can start feeling it better. So inadvertently made myself a little guinea pig, and have come out the other side actually quite surprised about how much an effect that these give you. So there's a lot of information about them. I don't want to, if you're interested in finding out more information, just contact us and we can actually send some information to you, but they are quite remarkable. Okay, so come on. This is the app that you get free with a membership. It is called Droply. It's around about $14, $15 normally, but it has all of these blends and recipes and things that you can try for just about every ailment that you can think of, for even cooking blends, kids, babies, gardening, heaps of stuff, emotions, and it's just a reference or a resource that you get for free that you can use. So doesn't matter what time of the night is, if you don't know what it's for, you can always resource and use this as a resource. Okay, so there's 3 ways you can actually jump on board and get a couple of these. You can do retail, which Scally and I won't help you with because it is the most expensive way to do it. So don't think about retail. One of the best ways is wholesale, and this is where you actually get a 25% discount, and you get that for a 12-month period. So it starts whenever you sign up, and then it goes for the 12 months. Once that finishes, it's $35 to open that membership. The following year, it's $25, and you get a free peppermint oil to renew your membership. And the peppermint oil is worth $27. So you've actually benefit it by $2, which is amazing. So that's the easiest way to do it, but there's also a better way again, is you get a wholesale account, and then you can opt in for loyalty rewards program, and you can earn free products. You get free points, you get points back for your shipping, and then you actually can use those doTERRA dollars to buy anything in doTERRA. They have a special offer with that at the moment, that if you do 100 point order for the next 3 months, you'll actually get 30% back of whatever you spend. And then takes us normally 13 months to earn that 30% back. So that's a crazy order. I was a bit cheesed off. I'm like, that took me 13 months. You mean you're going to give this to people in 3 months? That's not fair. So anyway, that's good for you guys, because you're going to get huge amounts of points back that you can actually spend straight away. So minimum order is $1. It's like a lip balm. So if you're having you change the date, you change the products every month. We don't let you forget it. We don't let you forget so that something happens and rolls over twice. We support you with that. So it's an amazing program that you can opt into at any time. So the wholesale account is so third point, more bang for your buck. Yeah, totally more bang for your buck. The wholesale account is $35, and then you get 25% discount. It is, so if you compare the two, the retail is full price, no discounts, full price shipping. You don't have to sell, you don't have to buy anything. And it's the same with the wholesale account. You can join up, you can open your account, you can order something, this month, you can order something in 6 months. It's up to you. And it's all posted straight to you. You do it online, it's all posted straight to you. And why is he so slow? Okay, here's some of the kits and things that you can start with. You can, these are just some of the options. There's quite a few options there. So if some of these things don't really suit, or you're not quite sure about them, just reach out to us, and we can actually help you see if we can work out something that might suit you better. However, these kits aren't actually interchangeable. You can't say, well, I actually don't want that, but I want this. We can't swap them around, unfortunately. So this is the be all and end all kit that everyone sits there and goes, oh, I wish I started with this one. You are saving $210 when you buy this kit on getting all of these products. It's an amazing way to start because you've got so much ready at your fingertips. You can blend and you can make things and diffuse and really meet a lot of your medical needs and your health needs really quickly. This includes the membership fee, obviously, and it includes, pardon? It includes the app, as well as a one-to-one follow-up meeting with us, and then, you know, continual support and all that kind of stuff with us as well. So this is called the Nature's Solution Kit, and it's, you know, got everything you see pictured there. The next kit, which is $330, is the Home Essentials Kit. This has the top 10 oils, and we only touched on some of the oils that are contained in this kit. It's got the full-size bottle, so your 15 ml bottles. It includes the diffuser, as well as the your membership, the app, the one-on-one appointment wellness consult with us afterwards, and the continual support and things as well. So this basically can service 80% of your needs just with these kit. This is the same kit, but it's just the smaller bottles. It is $174, and that includes your account, the app, all those things. It has a 5 ml bottle, and you can see the difference. It's got, the 5 ml bottles have got 80 drops. So considering, like, if you use 1 or 2 drops, that's all you need in your diffusers. These will still last you for like 40 days. You know, so, you know, relatively, it's still an amazing buy and an amazing way to start. If any of those kits aren't sort of something that you think, well, that's actually something I can do, a $35 membership is when you can just buy 1 or 2 oils and you can actually start like that. That is like a fantastic way to start. And you still get the free app, you still get the free one-on-one consult with us, you still get the membership folder and everything. So that might be more suitable. Okay, now let's open it up. Is there any questions?
Yes, I have one.
Yes, darling.
Can you go back to the slide before the family one?
That one?
I was arguing with my children about turning their lights out. Sorry.
I'm going to have the same argument.
I'm just going to take a photo.
Yes.
So the difference between this one and the next one, like Belle said, it's the same except the sizes of the bottles, but also the family essentials doesn't come with the diffuser.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, and then my next question would be, sorry everybody, can you get the wooden, like, is there a wooden looking diffuser?
Yes, that's called the Lumo diffuser, but you can't swap the diffusers within the, it's either oh, I know, it is. It's actually for a bigger area as well. So the diffuser that's featured here is actually perfect for like a bedroom or a smaller room. The Lumo diffuser, which is more oval and a little bit taller with the timber grain on the bottom, that's actually better for a larger area.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, you find that you start having one diffuser and you move it from the kitchen, then you move it to the lounge room, then you move it to the bedroom, and then you move it back again, and you're like, oh my God, this is driving me insane. You can always end up using 1 or 2 diffusers, or like me.
I have 3, no. Holy crap, I have 4 diffusers now.
Yeah.
3 doTERRA and 1 other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So, you know, it's always something that it's, you find that you start with one and it's something you think, well, I'll leave this one in the bedroom and then I'll add another one to the lounge room, so you're not going backwards and forwards, because you usually use different oils in different areas. So that's something to think of as well.
Thank you. Sorry, I muted myself again.
Yeah, all right, Dylan. I'm sorry to keep you. This was meant to be the short version.
No, that's okay. I just, like I said, you know me and my work now, I'm not in the classroom at the moment, so in front of a screen all day.
Yep, I know. So I appreciate your time tonight, my Dylan.
That's all right.
All right, does anyone else have?
Cindy,
Okay.
do you have any questions? No.
No, not at the moment. I will send you a message.
All right, no worries.
Later on.
How about Tani? How about you? Do you have any questions?
No, I'm all good, thank you.
Okay, awesome. And Tony, you're still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, good on you. You're all right, love.
I'm dealing with children.
Ah, yes, I know. I think mine's still stomping around the house too. So, all right. Well,
Thank you
if
so
there's
much for coming.
yeah, if there's no other questions and things, we Pascal and I really appreciate your time and hanging out with us tonight. I'll just stop the recording and things now. And yeah, we really value your time and